Come with me as I leave the UK for good. With all the immigration brouhaha, with all the ups and downs about immigration rules, I said to myself, baby girl, it's time. It's time to take a break from all these heartbreaking tales, immigration regulations, and this is me unpacking my luggages I got from Home Bargain, and I got the smaller one from TikTok Shop. Guys, I love this suitcase. I'll be leaving a link in my description if it's something you're interested in. All right, guys. You're welcome to my channel, and this is Jenny's Hub, and I am Jenny. Wow, it's been a minute. Right, I'm getting ready to embark on my trip, leaving the UK for good, saying my goodbyes. But first of all, this is me trying to get my makeup done, trying to look good for my trip. Of course, when you're going to the airport, you have to ensure you look fly. Well, I'm not a big makeup girly. I just try to do my bits here and there just to keep my face bits clean and look as neat as I can. Well, here we are, makeup all done. I've slapped on my wig, my jewelry, and I'm ready to go. So I'm heading out of the house now. I'm leaving for the airport. All my baggage are packed. Baby girl is ready, and here we are, leaving for the airport. Hobby will be taking me down to the airport. I will just be moving my stuff out of the house into the car, and I'm ready to go. I'm so pumped up. Here, this is a Dogu trying to get myself into the car. I'm saying goodbye. I will be leaving them behind for now as I head out of. Heading to the airport now, and arriving at the airport, I saw this Qatar Airways crew, and I was like, wow. Anyway, I checked in my baggages. This took me quite a while because I think I had a little bit of excess luggage. You know how it is with Nigerian and excess luggage. Anyway, I sorted that out, and this is me at the airport terminal. Chilling and waiting for us to check in and just feeling myself. At this point, I was already feeling a little bit sleepy because it was a night flight. Anyways, we eventually checked in, and this is me trying to use my nasal drop. Now, this is a huge tip. If you ever have painful ears when you fly, you fly and you have blocked ears or your ears hurt. I have terrible bad ears when I fly. Somebody gave me this hack to use nasal drop just before you fly. Guys, this is a game changer. So get any nasal drops, Sudafed, whichever one you can find. And this is me flying with Turkish Airways, and it's time for the food. And yes, flying food sometimes can be something you look forward to. I like to say chicken or pasta. Well, I went for pasta this time around with a dessert. And did I enjoy the food? Yes, I did enjoy the food, guys. Sometimes some of this foreign food, but Turkish Airlines, so some of their recipes they try is close to our food. It got spices here and there. Well, not as spicy as ours, but it can pass. Anyway, me just trying to enjoy my meal while I fly. Try to get something before I'll take a little nap. And while we have taken off already, I'm just trying to enjoy my meal. Guys, it's just a breather leaving the UK behind and forging to something nice. Well, eventually we landed in Istanbul. Just because, of course, I use the Turkish Airways. If you've never flown with Turkish Airways, I encourage you to give it a try. Yes, the flight might be longer. For me, flying is not just going from one point to another, is an experience. At this point, guys, I was sleepy, I was tired. But anyway, we eventually arrived at Istanbul, and I headed straight to the lounge. Guys, I headed straight to the IGA lounge at Istanbul Airport. And I'll give you a backstory to why I had to use the lounge. Guys, the last time I traveled with Turkish Airways, I had 9 hours. 9 hours layover, guys. And in that 9 hours, I did not have a bath. Well, this is me walking into the lounge, trying to take it all in. Anyways, back to my story. I did not have a bath. I did not have a wash in 9 hours, guys. And I said to myself, never again. And eventually, when I had my credit card, my bank offered me a credit card that gave me access to lounge. So what it is you get access to what you call priority pass. I'll leave a link in the description, or you can watch videos about priority pass. And guys, it is worth it. Look at the lounge. Look at this lounge. Can you beat this to compare to sitting in the airport terminal? Anyways, the last time I traveled, I sat in airport terminal. I couldn't have a wash. I couldn't have a bath. I was horrible. I felt horrible. And I told myself, and of course, Turkish Airlines, even though they do transit for other European countries, because of course I have a green passport, guys, they could not transit or give me lodge me into a hotel. All I had was food vouchers. So eventually, when my bank offered me lounge access credit card, I jumped on it. So this is the first time I'm using a lounge in an airport. And baby, is it worth it? Yes, it is. Look at that greenery inside an airport. So goodbye to me sitting in the airport lounges waiting for my flight at airport terminals. This lounge is worth the hype. I've researched on it before I got here, and look at how spacious the place is. Got very comfortable sitting areas instead of just sitting on those hard iron chairs in the airport terminal. And guys, one of the highest tip hack is that there's unlimited food and unlimited drinks inside the airport lounge. Yes. So if it's something you're considering, you fly often, you want to be a baby girl when you fly, this is something you want to try. So there's unlimited food. Yes, the food variety might be different from what you're used to, but I'm sure you find one or two things you like. So this is me just scanning through the food area. There's unlimited food, unlimited drinks, so much to drink, and there's also unlimited Wi-Fi in the lounge. I had access to my roaming internet, so I used my roaming internet. So this is what I settled for: a little bit of here and there, sausages, eggs, and bread, and a little bit of olives for the night and drinks. Well, I sat down to enjoy my meal. This is a sitting area where you can have alcohol, I think. I'm not sure how the alcohol part works. I didn't bother with that. I was just too tired. I wanted to eat something, have a shower, and rest. But that's the sitting area for alcohol. So I enjoyed my meal. Eventually, I took a little more tour of the airport area, of the lounge area, and there's so much sitting area. Unfortunately, this lounge does not have a sleep area. Some lounges does. And one thing the Priority Pass does for you is it gives you access to over 1,000 airports all over the world, guys. You can't beat that. So this lounge does not have a sleeping area. Some lounges, I heard, have sleeping areas where you can sleep or where you can take a nap. So this is like a smoking area where you can come out and have a smoke if you're a smoker, or just take some fresh air, and have a look outside the airport. Well, guys, for me, this is the highlight of my trip. This is what the toilet and the bathroom looks like. So, while I fly, I am able to have a shower, I'm able to have a change of clothes, and this for me was just the highlight of the whole trip. And when I came into the toilet and the bathroom, guys, I was totally impressed. Honestly, I was really impressed. It was clean, it was tidy. The bathroom had everything it could have. It had disposable towels, it had disposable sponges, it had soap, it had shower gel, it had everything you can think of in the bathroom. It was really quickly clean. I was really impressed. So I quickly had a shower, had a change of clothes, and this is me feeling myself, and I'm like, yes, girl, it is definitely worth it. Anyways, I had a shower. That's me after having a shower, having a change of clothes. And I decided to go back into the lounge area. Guys, now I'm back now into the terminal area. And one thing about Istanbul Airport, guys, is a very, very beautiful airport. I can tell you that for a fact. The airport is just too beautiful. There is so much to see. Now, if you love to, look around when you travel, for me, like I said earlier, traveling is not just traveling. Traveling for me is an experience. So I love to enjoy, the lounge. I love to enjoy the terminal. I love to look through the stores. So Istanbul Airport is one airport that you'll have a field day if you love to enjoy traveling experience. There's so much to see, there's so much to look at, there's so much to buy if you have pounds and euro to splurge. Guys, so for me, I love retail therapy naturally. I just sometimes I go to the shops and I just look around, buy a few things, and I'm back home. But here, this is me just taking in all the airport. This guys is just so much. The airport is beautiful. It's a very beautiful airport, and it's so large, so big. You could go on, walk around for hours. You know, so much to see, and you don't know. You might bump into someone you know. Yes, I bumped into someone I knew the last time I traveled, and it was just so interesting. So there's so much to buy. You know, there's some of the items you can get for duty free, like alcohol, perfumes, things you can give as gift. You can get package deals. Sometimes you can get 3 or 4 packages of perfumes and stuff at the airport. So this is me just going around the shops, going around the different shops, and oh gosh, look at that bag, guys. I popped into the shop and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go back so I don't spend my monthly salary. Anyway, guys, it was worth it. I did a little bit of toy around, and eventually I took myself back to the lounge. I had a little bit of nap. I had a little bit of sleep. I woke up. I ate again. I had something to drink again. Had a hot drink. Guys, the lounge was worth it. I would encourage you, instead of just sitting around airport, next time when you travel, guys, try getting access to a lounge. So just look around for priority pass. Um, look for priority pass and see how you look at the map of Istanbul. Guys, this country is beautiful. I've not been into it, but it's just a very, very beautiful, expansive country. Anyway, I took myself back, had more food, had more drink. After looking around this beautiful, beautiful, expansive airport, I took a nap, and voila, it was time to join my second leg of my flight down to my destination. And here, this is me inside the plane already. Ooh, I just spilled my drink. So I love to drink wine when I travel, especially red wine, because it helps me to sleep. As soon as I take the red wine, I just goes off to sleep. But unfortunately, this time around, I've spilled my drink on myself. Anyway, I'm trying to see how I can salvage that, because this was a change of clothes um, compared to what I was wearing initially. I'll try to just clean myself up to see how I can salvage that. But anyway, I'm heading back to my destination, and I just decided to just enjoy my drink and have a field day. Soon enough, it was almost and nearly time for landing, and the pilot said, "Ladies and gentlemen, we're just heading towards the airport." And you know the part I like best when the pilot says, "Crew, prepare for landing." Guys, I love that bit. I just love hearing that, "prepare for landing," because I just want to, of course, get off the plane and have a good time. And here we are at arrivals, guys. I finally arrived at my destination. And if you want to know my destination, I guess by now you would know, you have to watch out for the next video to know where I traveled to. I hope you enjoyed this video. Watch out for the part 2 of this video.